the holy month of Ramadan. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. All thanks and praise are due to Allah, whom we seek His help and forgiveness. We seek refuge in Allah from whatever evil our hearts conceal and from the consequences of our evil deeds. Whoever Allah grants guidance will never be led astray. Whoever He leads astray will never find guidance. I testify that none is worthy of worship except Allah, who has no partners, and that Muhammad SAW is His slave and messenger. My dear brothers and sisters, it is a great pleasure for me to address you today on the topic of the blessing of the holy month of Ramadan. Ramadan is a time of great significance and importance for the Muslim community, and it is a time of great spiritual reflection, renewal, and devotion. It was narrated that Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, said, Rasulullah SAW said, "There has come to you Ramadan, a blessed month which Allah has enjoined you to fast. In it, the gates of heaven are opened and the gates of hell are closed, and the strong devils are chained up. In it, there is a night that is better than 1,000, and whoever is deprived of its goodness is indeed deprived." Ramadan is the new month of the Islamic calendar, and it is the month in which the first verses of the Quran were revealed to the Prophet Muhammad SAW over 14 centuries ago. It is a month of fasting, prayer, and reflection, during which Muslims abstain from food, drink, and other worldly pleasures from dawn until sunset. The fast of Ramadan is one of the 5 pillars of the Islamic calendar, and it is an act of worship that is mandatory for all adult Muslims who are physically able to observe it. The fast is intended to be a demonstration of faith and devotion to Allah, and it is a means of purifying the soul and strengthening the connection between the individual and Allah. Brothers and sisters, fasting during the month of Ramadan is not merely a physical act of abstaining from food and drink, but it is also a spiritual act of self-discipline and self-control. It is a time to reflect on one's actions and to seek forgiveness for one's sins. It is also a time to develop a deeper appreciation for the blessings of Allah, and to cultivate a spirit of gratitude and humility. During the month of Ramadan, Muslims are encouraged to spend more time in prayer and to read and reflect upon the Quran. This is a time for spiritual renewal and growth, and it is an opportunity to deepen one's relationship with Allah. In addition to fasting and prayer, Ramadan is also a time of great generosity and charity. Muslims are encouraged to give to the poor and those in need, and to show kindness and compassion to all people. This is a time to think beyond oneself and to consider the needs of others, particularly those who are less fortunate. Ramadan is also a time of great unity and solidarity within the Muslim community. Muslims from all over the world come together to share in this common experience of worship and devotion, and to support one another in their spiritual journey. This is a time to strengthen the bonds of brotherhood and sisterhood, and to celebrate the diversity of the Muslim Ummah. Furthermore, Ramadan is a time to develop a greater sense of social responsibility and to work towards the common good. Muslims are encouraged to engage in acts of worship than to work towards building a more just and equitable society. This is a time to reflect on the values compassion, mercy, and justice, and to work towards creating a world in which these values are upheld. As we observe the holy month of Ramadan, let us remember the teachings of the Quran and the Prophet Muhammad SAW and strive to embody the values of faith, compassion, and service. Let us commit ourselves to the pursuit of goodness and righteousness, and let us work towards building a world in which to all people valued and respected. In conclusion, I would like to wish all a blessed and peaceful Ramadan. May this holy month be a source of spiritual renewal and inspiration for us all. And may it bring us closer to Allah and to one another. May Allah accept your fast, prayers, and acts of charity, and may He guide us all into the path of righteousness. Ramadan Karim, and may Allah bless us all. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.